Hey, I'm Paul Russell. This is the Musical Mandala, and I'd like to welcome you to this walkthrough of the app Ear Training, Level 1, the fan, and the curtain. So first things first, let's start by activating the drone. The slider just below the drone changes the ratio between how much of the drone and how much of the selected tone you hear. For example, here in the key of C major, I'm going to choose G. So I hear the fifth. And I'll emphasize the tone by sliding right. And I'll emphasize the drone by sliding left. This app features two modes, training mode and test mode, which we'll get to later. And it features two views, or two models of harmony. One, the fan, where the tones are arranged along a spectrum of consonants to dissonance. C against C being the most consonant, followed by the relationship between C and G, all the way towards the most dissonant intervals. Now the curtain organizes tones according to scale order while also distinguishing between chord tones and non-chord tones. You'll see centered in each panel of this curtain are the root, the third, and the fifth of the chord. The relative stability of each tone represented by the size of the sphere. Every one of the non-chord tones is tethered to one of the chord tones. So you can hear how G suspends to A, returns to G, how C goes to the tension of D, to the consonants or resolution of C. In the lower right-hand corner of this panel, you'll switch between note names, like C, and solfege syllables like do, a deer, and so on. Now, in the second level of the control panel, you'll see the key selector divided into tonal center, C, which is organized according to the circle of fifths, C, sharp up to G, add another sharp to D, and so on. And to left, you're either removing sharps or adding flats, F, B flat, E flat, and so on. All 7 basic diatonic modes are covered here, from major to Lydian, Locrian, Phrygian, minor, Dorian, Mixolydian, and major. So you learn to hear all these tones in their different contexts. You can choose between a male and female voiced choir, the closed syllable the open syllable ah. And in the lower left-hand corner, or lower right-hand corner, you can choose between 4 color schemes: berry red, sunflower yellow, teal, and a cool blue. In test mode, you can see when you switch to test mode, all 7 solfege tones are presented in harmonic order. And let's say, for example, I just want to test my ear and how it's integrated the members of the triad. So I'm going to disinclude fa, la, re, and ti. So I just have sol, do, and mi left. And I'll start the drone to begin. Now these happen fast. You get 2 seconds per question. And the reason for that is you want to internalize these intervals to the extent where you're not having to analyze what you're hearing. You're just recognizing it and expressing that you've recognized it. So for example, I'll begin. That's an E. That's a C. And so on. If you don't get it right, you'll see what you chose in red and the correct answer in green. And you can replay it if you'd like to hear that again, just to clarify it. And the test is available both in fan mode and curtain mode. And there you are. There's a basic introduction to ear training level 1, the fan. And I hope you enjoy exploring and internalizing these fundamental musical relationships. Thanks for listening.